Hi everyone, this is Salvi coming to you with some VTuber news today. I do try to get you as much as I can, and of course I do hope I earn a subscription, and I do hope I earn a follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course be sure to do that before the video ends, and I do hope that you enjoy the things that I have for you. In the news recently, of course in my news recently, I had covered that Twisty was going to be returning for the Denauth birthday, anniversary, whatever you want to call it. They did not time the first year of them being there. She has been on hiatus, I believe, for a while now, since I believe December, or even before that. She was there for a while. She has her own reasons for it. A lot of you may already know about it. I'm not going to mention it here, but she does have her own reasons for doing that, of course. And she, of course, has done something amazing, which was a nice surprise for the first anniversary. She was able to have a full-on new outfit.
Wow, and more sparkly gems, and my feet, my legs, oh my god, and my knees, and my upper legs, and a cute cuff, and a cute bow, and a pretty dress. A pretty dress.
She's so ranting.
Pretty. Wow, and my hand, and my other hand, and a very expensive ring. And you may have recognized the colors. I'm not sure if you will, but you might. You could. It's possible. And my stomach, divide.
The tummy, yes, the tummy, of course.
Okay, inappropriate. And my chest.
There's everything.
Look, hat.
She still has her hat.
No ribbon.
Without the hat.
I don't know if that's better.
The new outfit looks really nice.
Wow, hair. Wow. It's okay though, because I could. And
this is at normal speed, just so you guys know that I'm not speeding this up, because I used to do that, but I don't do that very much anymore.
Kind of like my new hairstyle.
The new hairstyle is very cute.
I know the cutest Ojosama you've ever.
I'm glad she got this. Nijisanji has made a lot of mistakes in the past and continues to make them in the future, but I'm glad that at the very least she was able to do this, have this for her, basically the 1 year with Roma. And apparently she has that too. She has different toggles. Of course, as you would when you have this type of stuff out there. It is...
Did you know that?
Yes. One of the unfortunate parts of Nijisanji models is they are very stiff. They are very stiff. They are known for being extremely stiff. This is not the fault of the VTuber. This is the fault of... Neither the fault of the artist. I believe that is how Nijisanji likes their models. Their in-house artists have a lot of restrictions put on them, from what I understand. I may be wrong, and if I'm wrong, correct me, of course. And one of them is to make them all kind of similar in the way they move around.
I didn't know if people could tell, but I'm kind of like an angel. Kind of. I've decided to become one with Aya Senpai. Anything else?
Wink fan service.
It's enough time.
She does have it's very cute. It's all very cute, of course. It's very well done. And of course she's there with Clara and Roma as well. I know a lot of people don't like Nijisanji here. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people are like, move on. But when there is something positive happening to someone who, from what I've seen, Twisty really hasn't done anything wrong, I will be unbiased in my reporting on this type of stuff. I will report on bad things that people have done, of course, wherever they are, whether they be Hololive, Nijisanji, or wherever. But if they haven't and they are good, then I will do that. Of course, with this comes, of course, people who will be like, well, what about what you did with Ryoma? I apologize for that already. Ryoma is not nighttime audio. I already apologized for that. I already fixed that. If you still think that that's an issue, then you guys, I don't know. You guys are about as bad as what you claim that I am. So, yeah. They are doing amazing things. It does suck, honestly, that Denauth has not gotten more support from Nijisanji. They're by the beat. The recent generation has gotten tons more support from Nijisanji, tons more advertisement from Nijisanji than Roma, Clara, or Twisty ever did with Denauth. And that is really the sad part. With the anniversary that, I have covered the first anniversary that is coming up that has happened for Denauth. Amazing that they have this first anniversary, of course. There have been a couple of things that this person here, and then there's me, has taken a look at their whole thing, because of course I wasn't able to take a look at it fully, and take this with a grain of salt, because this is somebody putting it on Reddit, and I'm not saying that they're doing it for bad reasons, but, you know, take it with a grain of salt unless you look at it. Don't treat it as 100% fact until you look at it, all of it. But I will take it at face value right now. They started with Repo collab, which, of course, the Repo collab is true. I did see that they did have a Repo collab. Twisty did have a waiting room, so this is something that I can verify. And it did get taken down after the other waiting rooms went up when it comes to Ryoma and Clara. The Repo collab it looked like they did have fun. I took a look of little snippets and things like that. Of course they're going to have fun. They are a generation, as far as I know. There's nothing there ever to show that they don't like each other. There's nothing ever there to show that they would not have fun together. The collab was over. Roma raided into Twisty's raiding room. Clara also tried, but raided into Roma's in an accident. Twisty's channel super chats were disabled, and since she doesn't use Streamlabs or anything like that, she wouldn't be able to get any kind of income there. She also, for her birthday, which I believe was in January, she also had super chats removed on that, as in like not able to be done. Anniversary stream, she showed a new outfit, which I just showed you guys I showed you guys in a separate section, a separate video, which you guys probably by now have seen or will see. They watched their debut streams as a joke about how to cringe how they were back then. A lot of VTubers do that. They did do that. Mentioned anniversary merch, and basically everything was restocked. New merch was pinned. Announced the cover song. They announced that Roma and Clara will get new outfits. Clara shows a shadow. Roma's not ready. Clara reads a letter to Twisty and Roma about how much she loves being in a gen with them. Twisty's letter, she briefly says she misses streaming with her, but also thanks Twisty for still being with them behind the scenes. And then, as proof of this, she does post the letters on Twitter. Here are the letters that they have here. Of course, in cursive, it says, "Thank you doesn't even begin to cover the extent of depth of all the gratitude I have towards you." And basically, this is one of gratitudes to Roma and then to Lady Twisty. Because remember, Clara is a maid. So it is to Lady Twisty here. Love you both. Always have your backs. Big love. And of course, the happy anniversary. I love you. Miss you so much. I know how hard you've always been working behind the scenes. And I couldn't be more proud of you for always trying. And that is very nice that they did this. Continuing on. Roma, how glad they're already be in the gen. Roma said the same thing. They do a normal big thank you. They say they found a congratulations and goodbye and leave. Twisty tells her spirit mates how much she was looking forward to this anniversary stream, how much she loves her gen mates, and how much she loves her fans. She says, "I hope that we will still be able to spend more time together soon, fingers crossed." Which gives me an idea that yes, it might be management that's preventing her from coming back. Not necessarily for, well, who knows with management at this point. Management, those are the ones that I really don't like in Nijisanji. The VTubers, you know, you can have they have their issues. Some of them do. But until they have those issues, until those issues are out there, I don't have any issues with them. She says, "Okay, I will talk to you later. Bye-bye." And a wink. She has no ending screen. The stream just instantly ends. Overall, it's a pretty wholesome and fun anniversary. Clara, chat was drama-free as well, which I'm glad. This, I'm very glad about. I'm glad that chat was drama-free. Let them enjoy their anniversary. Let them enjoy their time. Because they at least deserve that. So, Ryoma's repo stream had 3 to 4K. Clara's had 4 to 5K. Twisty had 4 to 5K. That's actually pretty good. For what they have and the support they've gotten, that's actually pretty good. Wanted to cover all of that with you guys. The super chat thing is the only strange thing that happens here. I don't know why they do the super chat, why that was chosen. I don't know if it was a management decision or it was a Twisty decision, because birthdays and anniversaries are big money makers for super chats. Maybe she didn't want people to feel the need to do that. Maybe, you know, she has one foot out the door. We don't know at this point. It's really weird. Like, I don't want to speculate too much. I'm just saying those could be things that are happening. But yeah, it is kind of strange that she did have super chats disabled, unfortunately. Aivy Love&Craft, which is a VTuber who is a Spanish-speaking VTuber specifically, and has been having a little bit of issues, which I will get into. This is, of course, their YouTube side. They said here, the use of my image has legal penalties. However, I don't want to get to that point, so I would greatly appreciate it if you would report this account. Please, in case if you see any account other than this one with my image, inform my staff. Of course, she means manager, that type of thing. Basically, this Juliar Mero is pretending to be them, it seems like, or at least using their art. Yeah, it really is pretending to be them. Because if you see it, they are actually using some art there, maybe even some AI-based art, and it is not good. Because this has been happening a lot. Oh my goodness, I've covered this so much, where so many different VTubers, big and small, are getting impersonated, whether on Discord, or on Twitter itself, or on TikTok, or other places. Because people want to ride off the coattails of someone bigger than them, instead of making content themselves to make things better. So let's take a look at what she says here. Honestly, I thought something like this would never happen. I'm already famous, question mark. If you ever see another account that is not my official account, please notify my team. Don't have alternate accounts. This is my official account. And it says here, if there's a repeat offense, I will go directly to legal matters. Forewarned is forearmed. Basically, it's basically letting anyone who's doing this know, hey, I can go after you for impersonation. I can get you banned off of the platform. So make sure to not do this. This not like they will do it already, but giving them a chance to fix it. And then, you know, if they don't fix it, then that's what they do, of course, which is their right to do it. I do hope that this gets fixed. I do hope that this doesn't continue. But just letting you know, in case if there's anybody who is, you know, a fan of them or wanted to watch them or whatever, the only actual account is this Aivy Love&Craft. So that is going to be the only one. I do hope they get this fixed, though, soon enough. Raindrop Project, a VTuber group, has been ceasing operations or will be ceasing operations on June 1st. What is going on here? They've made an announcement recently, which is this one, which says, we are extremely grateful and honored to have your continued support of Raindrop Project and Eva X this time. To all fans and viewers, with your incredible love and support for our VTuber talents, we cannot thank you enough with showing dedication to the VTuber community. This time around, it is sudden and hard decision we choose to accept for the future of everyone. This is a translated version, of course. I believe this is all in Japanese, I believe. Or another language, of course, but it has been translated by them. We wholeheartedly would like to announce that Raindrop Project and Eva X will cease operations temporarily, according to their little update that they have here, little blurb that they have on the side, on June 1st. Due to VMirai management order, basically VMirai is telling them to cease operations for a little bit. Raindrop Project and Eva X must now abide by the, they say settlement, but I'm guessing the agreement is what they mean there. What this does is that this means that the project under apparently Raindrop Global is going to be ceased for now, at least. And this was on March 18th, was also suspended their stuff as well on March 18th. It's been a very confusing one for this one. That's why that's why I don't know what's going on with them. Because they did have a, in February, they had Yamato Lexo leave. They had other people leave. And then they had supposedly had ceased operations on March 18th for a bit. And this is the, it's Filipino. Looks like it's Filipino. And this is their notice here that they had, where they were going to be suspending stuff for at least the temporary moment. Unforeseen management issues. And I think the management issues maybe were never fixed. This is what I'm thinking here. They were never fixed. So I think VMirai, not V4Mirai, but VMirai, the people who are, above them and managing them and everything, told them, since you guys can't get this thing fixed, we want you to actually temporarily cease operations in order for this all to fix itself. I don't know what happened between March and May, that they were coming back, supposedly, and then ending again. It's very confusing. But as of right now, the operations will temporarily cease until whatever is being an issue is going to get fixed on June 1st. In something that kind of slipped under my radar, at least a little bit, we have Oga, who is a part of Holostars, JP specifically, which is under, of course, Cover, which is under, has Hololive under them as well, has done a collab with Raden to do a keyword ghost stories, improvising and telling ghost stories. Speaking of Rakugo in HoloPro, we will welcome the guest Jufute Raden, and they will tell us ghost stories and nobody has heard before. Sorry if it's scary. So, nice. It's a bit of a summer ghost stories thing, which is I think it is kind of like a cultural thing that does happen in Japan, where the summer, the heat, and all that kind of stuff, they do either ghost stories or tests of courage, that kind of stuff during summer vacations. So it's kind of fun. Let's take a look.
ちょっと待ってくださいね。あげまして。
はい。もしボリュームとか気になる人はコメント欄教えてくださいね。よろしくお願いします。
もう始まってる。もしかしてラデンの声が永遠にちっちゃいっていう階段がもうすでに始まってるのかもしれないです。
小さくなるラデンの声っていうのが始まっているかもしれませんね。やばい。
So they even try to make it spooky in the background. They even try to do some spooky stuff in the background, and I like this in personally. I like this because it is Holostars and Hololive having some moments where they can collab together without too much of, you know, the oh my god, we have a guy on with you know, the Hololive person, we have a girl with the Holostars person. You know, it's nice to see this. It's nice to see this, and especially since they're having fun. Let's listen in a little bit more.
ブランコとまあいろいろワードが出てまいりましたけれども、小さい時ってみんなどこで遊びました？ラデンは結構田舎の方出身なので、まあ福岡って言ってるんですけど、福岡は福岡でも田舎な方。どんくらい田舎か、最寄りのコンビニが徒歩30分ぐらい。そのレベルの田舎で。
That is kind of rural. Well, for Japan, that's pretty rural. For the closest convenience store to be a 30-minute, I guess, brisk walk away, which is nice. Like I said, this is primarily just to show you that, yes, the Holostars and Hololive do like collabing with each other when they want to, when they can, and it will be individual based on the individual person, of course. And I'm glad that it doesn't seem like Raden or anyone has gotten much hate for this, which is always a good thing. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do that? Because I want it to be a positive space for VTubing. No matter what, I want there to be some positivity, some people, you know, bringing others up, which is what I try to do as well, and hopefully help people, you know, in the VTubing community. This is today Adler Rapturian, who's doing an affiliate push, and they are, of course, someone here who is a mental health clinician who plays video games, watches anime, reads philosophy, and wants to provide further advocacy for the betterment of individuals' mental health. Swallowkin, Windseer, Necromancer, all of that, and more. So let's take a look here. This is what they're doing. I do like their VTuber avatar. Let's take a look.
That I did it. Oh! Get to work, Roughneck. This is already going bad.
As a fellow VTuber, I absolutely know how bad sometimes games can be when you're trying to stream and do everything like that. So, of course, I feel you when it comes to these games not wanting to really play nice. So let's take a look at their YouTube side. They have 70 subscribers. They've been doing, you know, horror, fantasy, other type of things here, other things around there. And, of course, down here are their Friar Elf Ranger things that they have painted themselves, which is something more than what I can say I can do. I'm not really good at that. So, of course, I do hope that this helps you in some way, at the very least, in growing or something, in any way possible. Adler, Rapturian, thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you here. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.